Hey guys, right now on my Patreon page until September 30th, I've got a special going on where every new patron that signs up this month will get a special personalized video postcard from me at the end of the month. If you want to get in on that, go ahead and head over to my Patreon page. Thanks for watching. What's up, ladies and gentlemen of the internet, Wanderer Nation? Welcome back to the Wandering Wind. It's time for another Storytime video. Woohoo! I hope you guys are enjoying these story times because I'm enjoying telling stories from my past that aren't doom and gloom and pain because, you know, I've already done that. I don't want to do that again. But today I want to talk about my first crush. My first real crush. Now, I had one before this, but this was the first real infatuation I had within the opposite sex. So let's get started. So this happened when I was about 15, 16 years old in school. And one of my classmates was a wonderfully pretty blonde girl named Candace. Oh my gosh. Even now she's a fond memory in my mind. Now, she was about 2 years younger than me at the time, so, you know, I thought, dang, this probably won't work out. Not to mention we were in private school, so PDAs and dating were kind of a, you know, impossibility, mainly because I lived in one school district and she lived in another. But I'm like, dang. Anyway, she came from a group home. I lived with my parents in my neck of the woods. But she was so pretty. She loved a lot of sports. She didn't like much in the way of books and stuff, I don't believe. But she loved music, sports, and just hanging out with all her friends. Not to mention the rest of the class. We all loved her as a friend, and then there was me. Yeah. Anyway, one day, it was about a week before Valentine's Day, and I'm like, oh boy, what do I do? What do I do? Because, you know, Valentine's Day, or as I like to call it, Singles Awareness Day, because frankly, the rest of us need appreciation too, buddy. But, you know, it is what it is. I'm like, oh great, what do I do for this? Because as a rule, we all gave each other Valentines for Valentine's Day. And I wanted to make mine to her something special, but I didn't know what to do. Well, I'd been in the creative arts class, specifically the poetry and acting class for a while now. For a while at that point, and so I'm like, I'll write her a poem. And I don't remember exactly what it read. It was something like, the adoration I have for you burns with the intensity of the sun, like the tides, it will never fade, only ebb and flow. Something along those lines. And I'm like, oh. I remember that now, and I'm like, oh gosh, so cringy. But back then I thought that was good poetry. Back then I thought that was. Nowadays I don't even make the attempt because I'm like, yeah, if I was that bad then, I'm worse now. But Valentine's Day came around, and I gave her the card, and she opens it up, and she's like, oh, that's so sweet. And then she gives me a cookie cutter branded from some cartoon or whatever Valentine, and I'm like, great. And I open it up, and inside she wrote, I appreciate you for who you are. Never change. And I'm like, aw. But that school year, she ended up leaving because she got adopted, and I never found out exactly what happened to her, but I hope she's having a good life. Candace, if you ever watch this, I remember you, and I hope you had some great years ahead of you after that. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this story time video. I love talking about the better times of my life, and I hope you do too. Have a great day, guys. I love you very much. I'll see you again soon. And I'll be back when the day is new. And I'll have more ideas and stories for you. And you'll have things that you'll want to talk about. I will too, because it's you I like. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and I will see you guys again in the next video. Hey guys, before I go, I just want to thank all my patrons for supporting me every month. It is so good to know that there are people that are willing to put up with me and support me for even just $1 a month. If you guys are interested in getting behind the scenes content, extra videos, downloads of my song covers, and a whole lot more, please make sure to check the link in the description below and maybe consider subscribing yourself. You can do it for just $1 a month, and I appreciate it. Have a great day.